Good morning, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Grand Traverse. My name is Beth Strawbridge, and I am a member of the Sunday Services Committee. And it is a joy to be with you all on this snowy morning. I want to point out that Renee Russell was unable to make it today, so I'm going to be both Beth and Renee today. Here at UUCGT, we welcome people from every background, identity, and age. Whoever you are and whatever you bring with you this morning, your questions, your hopes, your weariness, you belong here and you make our community richer by your presence. We extend a special welcome to families with young children. We delight in people of all ages, identities, and backgrounds. And that includes the joyful sounds of our youngest members as part of our service. These sounds remind us that our community is alive and thriving. Whether you're here in the sanctuary or joining us online, whether it's your first time here or your 100th, we are so glad that you are with us this morning. If you are visiting, we would love to get the chance to know you. So if you're comfortable, we invite you to stand and briefly introduce yourself. A microphone will be brought to you so that both people here in the sanctuary and listening online can hear. And if you'd rather not speak, that's perfectly fine, fine too. So just please simply enjoy being with us. Are there any visitors?
Hi, my name is Justin Shull. I've been interested in the UU for a long time. Came with my family on the Christmas service, and I'm excited to be back.
Welcome,
Thank
Justin.
You.
Hi, my name is Doug Drinkpool, and this is my wife, Tina Yoder. And we're visiting from Denver, Colorado. And Tina is a lifelong UU member.
Hello, it's nice to be here. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, my name is Sarah Penny. These are my daughters, June and Ella. We live in Lake Ann. We actually moved here from Colorado a couple years ago. But I went to a UU service, the solstice service in Midland, with my brother's family a few weeks ago, and I thought, well, I should check this place out.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
It's great to have you with us. Is there anybody else? If you are new or relatively new, we invite you to pick up a yellow mug at the coffee hour following the service. And that makes it easier for us to identify you and get to know you better. Later in the service, we'll share the joys and concerns of our community. You may write yours in the book on the table on the left side of the sanctuary, and they will be read by a member of our congregational care team. You are also welcome to light a candle for a joy or concern at any time as a sign of your hope, grief, or gratitude. Rather than spoken announcements this morning, we invite you to look to your service insert for details about upcoming events and activities in the life of our congregation this week. Although there is one added announcement. There are hearing devices available near the tech desk. I'm not sure if that means here or out over. Oh, okay. You can also use our hearing loop system by setting your hearing aid or cochlear implant processor to telecoil mode. Now I'm switching to be Renee. So I have to find where she put all her things. As we prepare for this sacred time together, let's take a moment to arrive fully. I invite you to gently set aside the many thoughts and to-dos of the week, to take a deep breath, and to silence your phones and other electronic devices so that we might be present with one another and to whatever this service holds for us today. Credo in Latin means I believe. In this series today, members of our congregation will share the truths, values, and experiences that guide their lives. It's an opportunity for us all to explore our own beliefs and stories, our relationship with faith and spirituality, where we find meaning, and what grounds us. We are grateful to have three members of our community, Veronica Dragovich, Rich Fowler, and Chris Hammerberg, to allow us all to know them more deeply and to reflect on their own beliefs and values through their own words. So now let us come together in worship as we listen to our centering music, When You Believe. Thank you, Barbara. As we light the chalice, which is the symbol for Unitarian Universalism, please join me in reading our mission words found on the back of your order of service. Grounded in love, we protect the web of life by building beloved community, making good trouble, embodying radical love, engaging in lifelong learning. And now let the sound of the singing bowl carry us into a time of stillness.
Please rise as you're willing and able and join me in singing hymn number 170. We are a gentle, angry people. We'll do 1, 2, 5, and 6.
Good morning. Hi. If all of the kiddos want to come forward and join me, hi. Hello, love bugs. Oh, the ground feels very far away today. There we go. I made it. Hi. Hi, hi. How's everybody doing? It's good to see you. So this morning, I have a story, and it's called The Blessing Seed. And this story is an adaptation from the Bible. It is an adaptation of the biblical creation story. And it does use the word God, and I know some of us, that's not a word that we feel comfy with. It's not a word that is in our beliefs, but I invite you to listen with an open heart and to use, or to listen with whatever word feels good to you. So divine, spirit, universe, whatever feels good to you in your hearts. But it does use the word God, but it is part of our texts that we pull from. So this is The Blessing Seed by Caitlin Matthews. In the beginning, God sang everything alive. God sang the sky, the seas, and the land. God sang the plants and the trees and the moon, the sun, and the stars. God sang the animals to live in the sea and in the sky and on the earth. Then God, mother and father of all, sang of people. God said to them, "The earth is your garden. The rocks, plants, trees, and animals are your family. Go and explore your home." Good morning, friends. The people thanked God. They greeted every stone, plant, tree, and animal. They waved hello. Can you wave hello? Hello to all the plants and the animals and the trees. They learned what each living thing could do. The people found a tall tree in the middle of the garden. It had 4 paths leading away from it. "What is this for?" the people asked God. God said, "That is the tree of life. On it grows the fruit of knowledge. But it isn't ripe yet, so you mustn't eat it." Have you ever eaten an unripe fruit? They don't usually taste very good, right? You get an apple and it's not quite ready yet, and you're like, "Oh, that's bitter." Or sour, right? It doesn't taste quite right. The 4 paths are ways to explore this world. When the fruit is ripe, you will be able to walk them all. The people watched the stars go bright in the sky. Then one of the people said to God, "Everyone in this garden has a special gift. The squirrels can jump, the snake can crawl, the bird can fly. What is our special gift?" And God answered, "In all the world, you are most like me. You have a special duty. You will care for everything on earth. Your special gift is to learn and to care." "How will we do that?" asked the people. "Listen for the song that I sang at the beginning," said God. "My song is in everything, and it will help you to learn and to care." They listened to the song of the tree of life. It sang a song of laughter, a song of tears, and a song of beginning, and a song of coming home. Then one of the people thought, "Maybe I will understand our special gift if I eat the fruit." Now, what did they say about the fruit? They had to wait, right? They had to wait till it was ready. They picked the fruit and tasted it. It was sweet and bitter, soft and sharp. As they swallowed it, things began to change. They felt like a cloud looking down on the land far below. The birds and animals and the rocks felt far away. They shared the fruit with their companions. When they tasted it, they also felt different and frightened. They felt as if the animals were very far away from them. God came to them that evening and said, "You are frightened and upset. Have you eaten the fruit of the tree of life?" One of the people said, "We did, and now the animals hide from us. We don't understand. What is different?" Another said, "We ate because we wanted to discover our special gift." God smiled and said, "I made mountains to last forever. I made flowers and trees for beauty. I made fish and birds and animals for their many gifts. But I made human beings for their longing to know. Your curiosity, it is time for you to explore the 4 paths. Come." And God led them to the tree of life and showed them the paths. These are the 4 paths of life: the path of wonder, the path of emptiness, the path of making, and the path of coming home. These 4 paths of life will help you to learn and to care. On the path of wonder, you will remember when you were sung from the earth, when you see the moon and the stars at night, or the sun sparkling on the water, when you hear birds singing in the trees, when you hear the song of creation, then the gift of caring will be born to you. On the path of emptiness, you remember when you ate the fruit and felt different, when things go wrong, when no one understands you, when you lose the things you love, when you feel sad, lonely, or frightened, then the gift of learning will be born to you. On the path of making, you will remember the song that is inside you. When you have good ideas, when you make something beautiful, when you tell stories and sing my song, then the gifts of learning and caring will start to grow. On the path of coming home, you will remember that you are part of everything. When you look after the earth, when you defend the helpless, when you speak for those who have no voice, when you enjoy and respect creation, then you will be most like me. Your learning and your caring will shine out everywhere, and you will be separate no more. Must we leave our home and all we love? Cried the people. All places are your home. Everything I have made is your family, said God. Must we leave you? They cried. I will always be with you on your journey, God promised. Will we really find the gift of learning and caring? They asked. God said, yes. You ate the fruit of the tree of life before it was ripe, but the seeds of learning and caring will grow inside you. And God blessed them both, saying, I will ripen your gift as you walk the paths of life. Your gift will be a blessing seed. It will leap from your hearts into the hearts of others. Go now and spread the blessings throughout the earth. The people thanked God. They walked out into the world, taking the blessing seed into their hearts. So my friends, let's plant that seed in our hearts this morning. Get it ready. Okay, I think it's ready. Plant it in there. Perfect. So we can carry that seed with us, those seeds of wonder, those seeds of caring, of exploring, and even those seeds on days that things feel a little bit harder. We can carry those seeds and we can learn how to care, right? How to take care of each other. Shall we sing our song this morning? All right, let's do it. We are children of the stars. We are children of the earth. We are sinners and weavers in this web of life. And the joy that we weave reaches out beyond the stars and deep within the center of our being. We are children of tomorrow. We are children of our dreams. We are planners and builders in this web of life. And the future that we weave reaches out beyond the stars and deep within the center of our being. All right, let's go.
Good morning. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Rich Fowler. I am one of the coordinators for our Safe Harbor Outreach program here, where I'm also the chair of the Operations Committee. And my intention this morning is to share with you an experience of learning a life lesson as an adult. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, midnight shifts at the emergency room at Munson Medical Center could be slow, particularly during the off-season. It was during one of those shifts, as other patients were being readied for transport up to the floors, that an ambulance arrived. It was just after 3 a.m. The patient was a very thin, elderly woman who'd been sent in from a rest home with no medical services. She looked as if she'd been well cared for, but no one was with her. The papers that arrived with her clearly documented that she had a do not resuscitate order and comfort measures only. Her next of kin, a nephew who lived out of state, had already been notified. The overhead fluorescent lights always gave a cold, sterile feel to exam room 2, and the privacy drapes never lived up to their name. The EMS unit had already started an IV, but for what use, I didn't know. We gave her a fresh pillow and a couple of warm blankets and some oxygen for comfort, and then I did my exam. Her pulse and blood pressure, along with her respirations, were all in the 40s. She was unresponsive, but in no apparent distress. And based on my exam, it was evident that she was dying. I wondered why they even sent her to us, as there was nothing to do. But I wasn't going to send her back. I told the nurse in the room to go help with the other patients, as this patient could be observed and monitored from the nursing station across the way. But the thought of her dying alone in that room just gnawed at me. So I pulled up a chair on her left side, grasped her left hand through the guardrail of the gurney. I had no idea what to do. So I just started to talk with her, as if she could hear me. Stream of consciousness stuff, family, job, upbringing, you know the riff. I asked her some questions as well, about the same subjects, just to create a sense of two humans communicating. But really, who was I fooling? I really can't stress enough how useless and inadequate I felt. I was the doctor who was supposed to be helping her. But her situation shredded my diploma, obliterated my protocols and know-how, and rendered my role as a physician completely superfluous. I ached to help her in some way, but I couldn't. I questioned whether I had anything useful to share with her. The monitors in the background let me know that she was slipping away without even glancing at them. Though I knew I couldn't help her medically, I felt guilty, as if I was being derelict in some way, certainly less than helpful. I stopped the small talk and reflected on what was happening. Just maybe she did, in some way, know what was going on, that I was trying to reassure her that she was not simply an isolated being, cut off from everything and everyone, that there was someone else there with her, trying desperately not to be separate, and appreciating the fact that we were both in this together. I had to come out from behind my role. It was in doing that I realized that roles were relative things, whose reality comes and goes as circumstances change. Here, now, I was just trying to be a helpful being, so I dropped the medical professional facade and any expectations that I might have had. It was in doing that, it was then that I was struck by the transitory nature of our encounter. I was humbled by just being present with her in these shared moments of her fading life. What a gift I was given. She allowed me the grace of a simple, caring act. The role of helper and helped faded away. What was real was the helping, which I felt flowed both ways. I pronounced her dead an hour before my shift ended. I've often wondered why I was there to receive this life lesson. Why did our paths cross? It certainly informed the rest of my career as an ER doc. Sometimes it seems that there is nothing we can do. The only thing that we have to offer and give someone is to be there, to be with them, and really that means everything. Just sharing our humanity. Paraphrasing Ram Dass in his book, How Can I Help? Nothing is spiritual just by calling it so. Our common divinity finally means something to us when we experience it as a truth, directly felt in our personal lives. This seems to be how it is so frequently revealed. In the things that are most familiar to us as human beings, in the ways that we can most readily understand and appreciate because we do find it so touching, so comforting, and so uplifting. And we can find our common divinity in the power and the beauty of a single, simple, caring act. Thank you.
It is a privilege to sustain a congregation such as this, not just for today, but for the weeks, years, and generations to come. Our stewardship honors our ancestors and invests in our children, in one another, and in the wider circle of humanity. As a self-governing and self-sustaining community, we receive no outside funding. We rely on the generosity and commitment of those who find meaning here. Together, we are strong enough, wise enough, and generous enough to help this beloved community thrive. Today, the ushers will pass two baskets with two sides. One supports the life and mission of this congregation, and the other side supports the needs in the community, including local food programs, shelters, and services for those most vulnerable. Recently, the board has decided to earmark a portion of the For Those in Need side of our offering basket to support social justice work in our region. Our offerings truly reflect our shared UU values in action. Besides giving through the basket today, you're also welcome to give using the electronic options that you see displayed on the screen. If you give by check, online, or through an app, please note in the memo line or comment field whether your gift is for your pledge, for community needs, or for a special collection. This helps us honor your intentions and ensure your gift is used exactly as you intended. Every gift, large or small, is received with deep gratitude. May we give in love and hope, and may our offering today sustain the life of our mission here in our congregation and the good we do beyond these walls. Our offering will now be gratefully received.
Good morning, friends. I'm Veronica Dragovich. My husband Mark and I have been members here for about 2 years now. A few years ago, I was struggling. It had been about 10 years since I had left the Catholic Church that I grew up in, and I just deeply missed being part of a faith community. I needed that connection, that relationship that seems to only come about with shared faith experiences. I was reluctant to try just any church. I'm going to be honest,
I had pretty high standards. It would be no exaggeration to say that my ties to St. Mary's of the Assumption in Lake Leelanau were very strong and very deep. When your family name is embedded in the stained glass windows installed generations before, you definitely grow up with a sense of belonging. So many milestones happened in this church. I was married at St. Mary's, as were my parents and grandparents. I was baptized and confirmed there, as were my siblings and my 2 children. I was the first ever female altar server at St. Mary's, and my boys served as altar servers when they were old enough. I also attended St. Mary's Catholic School starting in 1st grade, graduated high school with a whopping 16 people in my class, and the graduation ceremony was held in the church. Weekly mass, special events, and services at church, these were all just part of being a student. I spent many hours volunteering at funeral luncheons, pancake breakfasts, and the annual parish fundraiser in the summer. As an adult, I felt even more connected to my Catholic faith community. So many family and community events centered around the church. Weekly mass, of course, but also holy days, special services, concerts, meals, classes, retreats. When my children were young, I got involved in the youth education program. I taught classes for First Reconciliation, First Communion, Confirmation, and somehow ended up being the only adult in the craft room at our summer Bible camp, earning the nickname of Saint Ronnie, I think for being able to keep the glitter mess to a minimum. For the first 32 years of my life, St. Mary's was the center of my life. Making the decision to leave broke my heart, and is a story for another time. It took more than a decade for me to even think about trying to find a new faith community. Not only was I on a personal journey to figure out what I truly believed, but how would I ever feel that deep connection with a congregation again? That is why I'm so grateful that Mark suggested we come to a service here at UUCGT. From the very moment we walked in the door, we have been welcomed with open arms and so much love and acceptance. I have to admit, I thought it would be hard to embrace a faith that seemed to be as far from Catholic as you can get, but it did not take me long to realize this is where I belong. The dedication to serving others and the encouragement to explore what really matters to you and what you personally believe has healed my heart and buoyed my soul. With the help of this UU faith community, I have discovered my true belief, my credo, which is simply beloved community and service to others. And I hope I can continue to live that fully with all of you. Thank you.
It is our excuse me. It is our practice as a religious community to set aside time in our service to name and honor the joys and concerns that mark our lives, the milestones and moments of our lived experience. I will be sharing the joys and concerns that have been offered up for us to hold in our hearts as we are gathered today. If you have a joy or concern that's a bit too heavy to share, I invite you to reach out to Reverend Alex or to a member of our congregational care team. You can identify us by our purple ribbons on our name tags. You can also light a candle at any time during the service or honor your joy or concern during the stone meditation, knowing that you are held in our loving hearts of this community. None of us is meant to travel life's journey alone. Here is what has been shared with this gathered community. Mike Radkis writes, "This is a concern for the oppression in this great country. May the deployed ICE agents refocus their moral compasses, awaken their consciences, and redirect their loyalties to serving the common good in America." Kat Norman writes, "Holding in my heart the people of Minneapolis and St. Paul. UU friends of all ages and clergy there are turning out to organize, resist, and protect the most vulnerable, and other UU friends and faith leaders getting ready to answer the call to come to Minneapolis this Friday for a day of witness and resistance rooted in accountability to impacted communities and designed to build relationships, skills, and commitments needed for sustained action across the country. Signed by Kat Norman, answering the call of love. Friends, as we continue with our time of joys and concerns, we now open our time for the stone meditation. As you feel moved, you are invited to come forward to take a stone and place it in the bowl of water. This is not a time for words, but a chance to bring what is in your heart into the circle of community, trusting that it is held in love and care. As you feel ready, please come forward.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart. arms hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Hello, friends. My name is Chris Hammerberg. I've been a member here for some years. I don't remember, a few. What do you believe? What do you believe? In 500 words or less. By a show of hands, how many think this would be an easy assignment? Okay, so we're all in the same boat, pretty much. Some years ago, I think I would have approached this task by trying to categorize maybe a list of isms, a shorthand for trying to put words to an intricate amalgamation of personal beliefs, a pretty starkly limited palette. But today I'll stick to the highlights and just try to sketch out the form of it, right? So. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Descartes, for a start. We are at the very least, the sum of our experiences, probably a little more. We, us humans, that is, are members of a species of great apes called Homo sapiens. And despite that name, which we gave to ourselves, we are too rarely wise. We're primates that evolved a highly developed brain and generally an overinflated sense of ourselves compared to other animals and the universe at large. To paraphrase one of the wisest of us, Carl Sagan, every struggle, victory, tragedy, love, loss, and celebration, large or small, every human drama played out by king or peasant has taken place on or very close to this planet we call Earth, which is part of a pretty average planetary system in the middle of a minor arm of a spiral galaxy hosting hundreds of billions of stars, which in and of itself is likely one of trillions of galaxies in the known universe, a mote of dust in a sunbeam. Personally, I've seen no evidence of a capital G God, but I'll be goddamned if that matters to me. The marvel of being anything at all should shock us into throes of spiritual ecstasy every morning when we awake. To quote the spiritual entertainer Alan Watts, you are something that the whole universe is doing in the same way that a wave is something that the ocean is doing. You are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. We are the universe perceiving itself. What? I know. It's a pretty big job. And I still need a cup of coffee when I get up. We experience our lives through a linear flow of time, one moment leading into the next. We can't go backwards, we can't hold on, we don't know what will happen next. And one day, much like this one, in many respects, we'll die. And I don't know what will happen after that, but I've heard a lot of fun theories. I believe what we have is each other, and we have that right now. And I believe that that is important. And I believe that I don't remind myself of that fact often enough. Thank you.
You are all invited to stand again and hold hands if you prefer not to keep your, if you prefer to keep your distance, you can just hold your hands like that. We're still going to be joined, even if you're not joined physically with someone. So those of you at home, if you would like to just join in, you are welcome. It is now time to extinguish our chalice. We may put out the flame, but we will not put out the light of truth, the warmth of love, or the fire of commitment. These we carry within our hearts out into the world until we meet again. So go in peace, do good work, get into good trouble. Embody radical love and stay safe and warm until we meet again.